Thank you, everybody. I'm Janice Dawe, White Pine Pictures. We're a film and television company that wanted to play in the new mobile universe, and we partnered with Robert Lang's company, Kensington Communications, which is also a documentary television production company. And for the last almost 2 years, we've been developing a project called City Sonic. And perhaps the best way to kick this off is to show you a 1-minute promo.
I don't think you really forget showing up in this place.
I really wanted an open stage for Toronto artists to gain exposure.
This was the temple that rock and roll built.
Massey Hall was the pinnacle prestige gig to us.
To me, until you play Maple Leaf Gardens, you weren't worth jack shit.
What I believe gives the Rex its character is the vibration.
And it just like blows you away that first time, and you're like, man, I just want to always be here.
It was a great time. It was pretty magical. It was essentially some of the most important relationships I still maintain to this day.
I saw in all of these people what I wanted to be, bringing music into the world.
That's how it all kind of connects in a weird way and comes back to this room or a room before it.
It feels like there's a kind of a musical revolution going on right now.
So there you have it. You don't need any more, I guess. Hopefully, if it did its job. It's a video tour, really, of Toronto's music scene that exists on many different platforms. We are both production companies that are specialized in television documentaries, but this exists on mobile, on web, on TV, and even on big screen. We took 20 artists and 20 locations and 20 great stories, and made little films of those artists and their relationship to those locations, and paired them also with top-notch directors in the city. The core content features contemporary music artists like Sarah Slean, as you see, Divine Brown, Brendan Canning, and other people, talking about their relationship to a particular location, whether it's Maple Leaf Gardens or Massey Hall or the Dakota.
So as content producers, our desire was to find ways to get content across platforms in a natural way. And you'll see from this slide that, as Robert said, we are on television. We partnered with Aux TV, which is a new music channel. Because it's run by people who are very forward-thinking about new media, they understood what we were trying to do. They've got a very strong web presence themselves, and we took the 4-minute films and packaged them up as half hours, which ran on Aux TV in November. City Sonic also has a web presence at citysonic.tv, a standalone site, which is built to integrate ads. And what we're most proud of is the mobile work that we did. It's available as an iPhone app, which has GPS functionality. So in fact, as you walk around Toronto, you can basically navigate from club to club. You do your own pub crawl if you like, and discover Toronto's music scene. On the website is where you're going to get the overall sense of the project, and you will be directed to the iPhone app. On both the iPhone app and on the website, there's additional information on the music artists. And at the beginning, we were really nervous about approaching artists, like people like Geddy Lee. We thought, how on earth are we going to encourage them to be part of our project? But we built this project around the idea that it could be cross-promotional. So when you go to the artist site, you'll find out information about them. You'll be directed to their iTunes store downloads, and also to their various social media portals. You'll also get information and background on the directors and the creative approaches they took to making these very unique, individualized mini documentaries. And then another aspect is providing some information on the locations around Toronto. And these are places that many of us may have, seen a concert at Massey Hall or gone to the Rivoli for drinks. But these are iconic venues, and we walk by them every day, perhaps without really thinking about where this place fits into the cultural scene and the history. So we really want to connect people to the places in their own city. Go ahead.
As content producers, we've been most interested in expanding the range of possibilities and platforms that we exist on. We mostly have done, both companies have mostly done long-form documentaries. This was an opportunity to explore the short-form space, short-form approach. And what was really exciting was to be able to get out and do locative kind of programming, where it's not just you sit at home and watch, or sit in front of your computer and watch, but actually get out there into the city and around the city and explore the city through your mobile device. The way that was done was you'd follow a Google map and a GPS guided tour of the city. You'd watch a film about a particular place, and we had ways of unlocking content. And you were able to get additional content from that, hidden content that you could only get from your mobile device.
So City Sonic was funded as a prototype project for us to try and explore this new medium. And the project's actually now come to an end, but we have realized in making City Sonic that there's huge possibilities for translating this prototype for, let's say, a tour of Toronto's culinary scene, an architecture tour. So we're looking to build it out in terms of diverse content offerings, as well as building out the music, City Sonic as a music experience, building that out across different cities in Canada and internationally. And I just wanted to say the other thing that's emerging right now is location-targeted advertising, and we have been meeting players in that realm who see that, there's a concert at Massey Hall, there's ways of actually figuring out that people are there that night, they're on the City Sonic app, they can be served geo-targeted ads. So we're a little bit ahead of where the industry's business models are, but we see the potential and we're staying the course to develop new business models for ourselves. I just want to say I was just going to say that okay. This kind of experimental project wouldn't have been possible. It only is possible here in Ontario. Really, I've been at many markets around the world, and it was only possible through these the funding of the OMDC and the Bell Fund and TELUS Innovation Fund, and our connection as well with some other organizations, Ox TV, SEMA, and Humber, who were also partners in the early stages of this. So we're really fortunate here with the kind of funding potential for experimental projects like this. Well, thank you. We're happy to answer any questions.